Title: Travis Kelce screams with rage as Taylor announces she's pregnant. It was a chilly December evening in Kansas City, and the Kelce mansion was buzzing with Christmas preparations. Travis Kelce, the Chiefs' star tight end, had just returned from practice and was nursing a protein shake while watching game film. Taylor Swift, his superstar girlfriend, was sitting across from him on the couch, scrolling through Pinterest for nursery room ideas. Taylor looked up, her face glowing with a mix of excitement and nervousness. "Travis," she said softly, placing her phone down, "there's something I need to tell you." Travis paused the game footage, his brow furrowing as he turned to her. "What's up, Tay? Everything okay?" She took a deep breath and smiled. "I'm pregnant." The words hung in the air like a thunderclap. Travis blinked, his face frozen in shock. For a moment, the only sound in the room was the faint hum of the Christmas lights. "You're, what?" he stammered, his voice a mix of disbelief and confusion. "I'm pregnant," Taylor repeated, her voice trembling with both joy and anxiety. "We're going to have a baby, Travis." Instead of the joyous reaction Taylor had envisioned, Travis jumped to his feet, knocking over his protein shake. His face turned red, and he let out a guttural scream that echoed through the house. "What?" he bellowed, pacing back and forth like a caged lion. "How did this happen? I mean, I know how it happened, but Taylor, we're not ready for this. My season is still going, the playoffs are coming up, and you're about to go on tour again. How are we supposed to handle this?" Taylor's smile faded, replaced by a hurt expression. "Travis, I thought you'd be happy," she said quietly. "This is our baby, our family." Travis stopped pacing and looked at her, his face softening as guilt washed over him. He sat back down, running a hand through his hair. "Tay, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting this. It's a lot to process, you know? Football, our schedules, the media. They're going to eat this up." Taylor reached for his hand, her eyes glistening. "I know it's overwhelming, but we've faced so much together already. We can do this, Travis. We're a team." Travis sighed, squeezing her hand. "You're right, I'm sorry for freaking out. I just want to make sure we're ready for this, for everything that comes with it." Taylor smiled again, this time with relief. "We'll figure it out, together." The couple sat in silence for a moment, letting the news sink in. Outside, snow began to fall, blanketing the world in quiet beauty. As the initial shock wore off, Travis found himself smiling. "So, do we tell the world now, or wait until the playoffs are over?" Taylor laughed, the tension in the room melting away. "Let's wait until we've figured out how to handle the headlines. NFL star and pop icon expecting baby is going to break the internet." Travis chuckled, pulling her into a hug. "As long as we're together, we've got this." And in that moment, amidst the chaos of their lives, they knew their love was strong enough to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Travis Kelce screams with rage as Tay announces she's pregnant. The night was electric at one of the most exclusive parties in Hollywood. The atmosphere was buzzing with excitement as A-list celebrities milled about, sipping champagne, and exchanging whispers about the latest news in the world of entertainment. At the center of it all stood Travis Kelce, the star football player who had quickly become one of the hottest names in pop culture. His girlfriend, Taylor Swift, stood by his side, radiating beauty in a sparkling dress that captured the light. They'd been inseparable for months, their whirlwind romance creating headlines every time they stepped out together. Tonight was supposed to be a celebration of their relationship, but no one could have predicted the explosive turn of events that was about to unfold. As the night wore on, the crowd grew restless, waiting for something big to happen. Then, with a microphone in hand, Taylor stepped to the center of the room. The lights dimmed, and all eyes turned to her. "Travis, you've been my rock, my partner, my love," she began, her voice soft yet full of emotion. The room fell silent, waiting for her next words. Travis smiled at her, his heart full of pride. He had no idea what she was about to say, but he loved how effortlessly she commanded attention. He had always admired her strength, her vulnerability, and her ability to captivate any audience. Then, Taylor paused, her lips curving into a mischievous smile. "And now, Travis, I have a little surprise for you." Travis furrowed his brow, sensing something was off. "What's going on, Tay?" he asked, his voice laced with curiosity. Taylor's eyes sparkled as she turned to the crowd, the anticipation building. "I'm pregnant," she declared, her voice echoing in the quiet room. For a moment, the entire party stood in stunned silence. The words hung in the air like a thick fog. Travis's jaw dropped as the reality of her announcement hit him. His mind raced, trying to process what she had just said. "Pregnant?" he repeated, his voice barely audible. The smile faded from Taylor's face as she saw the shock in Travis's eyes. Before she could say anything else, Travis stormed off the stage, his fists clenched in anger. The crowd parted as he made his way through, his eyes burning with frustration. "Tay, what the hell?" he yelled, his voice trembling with rage. "You didn't even tell me. We agreed this was too soon. Why would you announce this here? Why now?" Taylor's face fell, her smile fading into a look of concern. "Travis, I thought you'd be happy. I didn't mean to shock you like this, but I've been wanting to tell you. I thought it was time." Travis's heart was racing, his emotions spiraling out of control. "You think I'm ready for this? We've barely even had time to breathe, Tay. I don't know what's going on in your head, but I don't know if I can handle this pressure right now." His words cut through her like a knife. The anger in his voice stung, and she could feel the weight of his disappointment hanging between them. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she whispered, her voice breaking. "I just thought." "No," Travis shouted, his rage boiling over. "You thought you could just drop a bomb like that and everything would be fine? This is crazy, Taylor. I can't do this right now. Not like this. Not here." The room seemed to hold its breath as Travis turned on his heel and stormed out into the night, his anger still simmering beneath the surface. Taylor stood alone on the stage, her heart shattering at the realization that her dream of a happy family was falling apart before it had even begun. As the party continued around her, no one dared to speak. The air was thick with tension, and the night, once filled with promise, now seemed to hang in limbo. Would Travis and Taylor be able to mend their relationship, or had this announcement torn them apart forever? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: their love story had just taken a dramatic and unexpected turn. Title: Travis Kelce screams with rage as Taylor Swift announces she's pregnant, *. It was a night that no one saw coming. The glittering lights of the MetLife Stadium reflected off the shimmering lights of New York City as the crowd cheered. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had just finished an unforgettable performance at the stadium, part of Taylor's highly successful Eras tour. As the night wore on, excitement in the air was palpable. But what the fans didn't know was that Taylor had one more surprise to reveal. She had always loved keeping her personal life under wraps, but tonight was different. With Travis by her side, she stood on stage, a microphone in her hand. The crowd hushed, sensing something monumental was about to happen. "Thank you all for being here tonight. You've made this tour so special for me," Taylor said with a smile, her voice carrying across the stadium. "But there's something more I need to share. Something I'm really excited about." The crowd waited in silence, hanging on to her every word. "You all know how much I cherish the love and support I receive from all of you. And, well, there's one more reason to celebrate." Taylor paused, glancing at Travis, who was standing beside her, his grin wide and warm. Then, with a sparkle in her eye, she dropped the bombshell. "Travis and I are expecting a baby." The silence that followed was deafening. The stadium was frozen. Some fans gasped, some screamed with joy, but the most unexpected reaction came from Travis himself. His face went white, his jaw clenched, and he froze on stage. The joy of the announcement quickly shifted. Taylor turned to Travis, expecting to see happiness reflected in his eyes. But instead, Travis's hands balled into fists, his face scrunching with frustration. Without warning, he stepped back, his voice rising in disbelief. "What? You're pregnant? Now?" Taylor's smile faltered as she tried to calm him down. "Travis, it's not like..." No, he yelled, cutting her off, his voice booming through the microphone. "You promised me we'd wait until we were ready, and now you're just springing this on me? In front of everyone?" The crowd's excitement quickly shifted into confusion. Was this all part of the act? Or was something seriously wrong? Taylor stepped forward, reaching for him. "Travis, I didn't plan this either, but I'm not backing down. I want this, and I want you in this with me. I need you to be supportive." But Travis, who had prided himself on his calm, collected persona, was losing control. His anger had gotten the best of him, and now it was spilling out. "This isn't how I imagined it. Not here, not now, Taylor. I need time to process this." The weight of the moment settled heavily on the couple, and for the first time in their relationship, things seemed uncertain. The audience, unsure if it was a staged part of the show or a real-life meltdown, watched as the tension between the two grew. Taylor's expression softened, her voice filled with vulnerability. "Travis, this isn't just about the timing. It's about our future, and I want to build that with you. But Travis shook his head, turning away from her, the raw emotion clearly visible on his face. "I don't know if I'm ready for this, Taylor. I don't know if I can be the partner you need in this moment." The air thickened with the discomfort of unspoken words, and the fans could feel it too. For the first time in months, the couple wasn't the picture-perfect duo everyone thought they were. In that moment, Travis and Taylor were not the golden couple from tabloids. They were two people caught in a whirlwind, trying to find their way through an unexpected storm. The love that had once felt like magic now felt strained and uncertain. The crowd began murmuring, wondering if they would see the unraveling of a romance they had all hoped would last forever. Would they rise above the challenges, or was this the beginning of the end? As the lights dimmed and the stadium fell silent, only time would tell what the future held for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and the baby they were about to welcome into their lives.